This is what we're reading in class. The zipless is more than just sex. It wasn't ideal. Zipless because when you came together, zippers fell away like rose petals and underwear blew off in one breath like dandelion. Tongues intertwined and turned to liquid. Soft-core porn dressed up as feminist lit criticism. Oh my God, I love grad school. Now, it's the 1980s. I listen to Blondie. I wear parachute pants. And my hair is focused on one simple concept. Volume. Monkeypox and COVID doesn't exist. And you can eat sugar, fat, and deep-fried everything without walking into the valley of death. I am young, I am tan, and I'm aware, even as it's happening, that I should be living the perfect life. I'm talking about my class to the nice guy I work with in the dorms. It was our job to enforce quiet hours and make sure the students didn't do anything stupid like throwing a burning couch out of a high rise, which they did twice. It was a lot of paperwork. Okay, I tell him, the book says that a zipless is defined as an unfettered sexual encounter for its own sake without emotional involvement. The nice guy smiles. Where do you get this stuff? It's Femme Lit by Erica Jong. She's fabulous and very famous. The nice guy sighs. I'm in the wrong major. I continue. You know what would make a great summer? I could have a zipless. It could be my feminist statement in support of all the women who have suffered under the tyranny of the patriarchal double standard. The nice guy sighs again. Just like the brochure says, summer school, where learning meets life. The truth was, for all of my bravado, I was lonely. I was bone-crushingly lonely. Only a few months before, I had been plopped into the Midwest from Jersey to go to grad school. I knew big hair and malls and going down the shore. Not this tiny college town that had a farm and fleet store and a flying ear of corn as a mascot. But the university had offered me a full ride and a stipend, and the coveted designated parking space was just like glitter on a stripper. I bragged to everyone, oh, this is the bookish girl's version of the army. I had just left a job teaching special ed. My kids were deaf with multiple involvements, CP, autism, emotional and intellectual disability. So many broken bodies. And I knew what I was giving them was not enough. I knew that they needed more than numbers and letters and fat yellow pencils. I wanted to be able to connect with them in a counseling way to help them navigate a world where everyone was so different from them, to help them cope with bigger, faster, smarter, stronger, judgmental. In grad school, what I wanted to learn was how to connect in a deep way. And here I was, a year later, feeling untethered, unconnected, and unhappy. Now, I decided I need a friend, which I had, and a guy to make out with, which I did not have. For my zipless endeavor, I decided to stick to my standard menus of bad boys. The older, sophisticated James Bond type was perfectly dressed in a navy blazer and an izod with the collar popped. We meet at the bar of the Ramada Inn in the afternoon, which is very unfettered behavior. We drink Manhattans. He caresses my knee. And when I look down to area, his is so that he looks like a human tripod. But then, when I realized that he is incapable of forming a sentence without the words, "I mean my money status stuff," I pick up my unfettered backpack and go to my data analysis and regression class, even though attendance is not mandatory. Now, the long days of summer putter along, and I hang out with the nice guy a lot. He's smart. He makes me laugh. We eat together. We go out drinking. He even cleans my apartment. And I am grateful to have a good friend like him. One night when we're scraping the vomit from the elevator, I tell him, I Lord 3 candidates. What's the I-Lord? It's from an article in Cosmopolitan magazine called How to Be a Man Magnet. Step 1, make eye contact. Step 2, look away. Step 3, look back and hold the gaze for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I once accidentally did it to a blind guy on the car. And if it worked on him and the dog, it'll work on anybody. Anyway, I say to the nice guy, here is the unfettered update. James Bond was too self-absorbed, so I moved on to the Colombian artist. The nice guy stops. The one who lives out of his car for artistic integrity? He's gross. You said so yourself. No, he's like dirty in a sexy kind of way. Christ. He wears a headband like Rambo. I know. He says that he wants to sketch me. I'm going to lay on a chaise and say, quiero tu carne. Tu carne está muy caliente. What does that mean? I want your meat is hot. You could learn a lot by memorizing the Taco Bell menu. The nice guy says, you've got to be kidding me. You're too good for them. And that's when I see it. He doesn't want to be my friend. He wants to be my boyfriend. I don't want a boyfriend, let alone him. He isn't my type. He's nice. I don't do nice. I like them bad. I like them Italian and dangerous and for Brooklyn if possible. This nice guy is as dangerous as Lint. Besides, he's 2.5 inches shorter than me, and I have 20 pounds on him, which means no matter how skinny I get, we will always look like Kermit and Miss Piggy. So I decide not to spend as much time with the nice guy, but he shows up everywhere. The laundry room, the parking lot, outside of my door, just standing and staring. So, I definitely do not tell him about the hot bartender that I was talking to, who was studying for his GED on the side, but only part-time. One morning, when we were dumping the dorm because some idiot had pulled the fire alarm at 3 a.m., the nice guy corners me. Let's go out to dinner. He sounded happy and hopeful. There is nothing worse than a happy, hopeful guy moon-pieing over you. And then the nice guy tries to give me the eye lure. Oh, crap. Now I'm going to have to give him the... I'm really flattered. But I don't want to ruin our friendship talk. Why do you nice guys always do that? Why do you ruin everything by being so nice? For dinner, he chooses a hometown homespun version of TGIF, complete with the loony outfits and kitschy buttons and suspenders. To be honest, this was fine dining in the town of the flying ear of corn. He wore his best outfit, brown polyester disco pants and a brown silky shirt. And he looked so happy that I just didn't have the heart to tell him he looked like a little turd. I made sure that we went out to dinner on a Tuesday night, not a date night. I ordered baby back ribs with extra barbecue sauce, not a date food. And I not only eat my plate, but I eat some of his plate and order double chocolate lava cake and make no pretense of sharing it. Definitely not date behavior. We talk and we talk and we laugh until I am snorting. And I realize, oh, this isn't the time for "it's me, not you" monologue. As the nice guy goes to pay the bill, which was my only concession to the date rule, I see my hot bartender tossing bottles into the air and catching them to the delight of his patrons. And I think, with talent like that, who needs a GED? Now, I don't want my bartender to think that I'm with the nice guy. So I strut up to him, a woman burning with defiance. I grab him by his striped suspenders and purr, "I'll meet you at close." Then I give him the eye lure, and then he eye lures me back. It really works. Later that night, nice guy and I are sitting on the loading dock behind the dorm. The air of the night is hot and humid, and my skin just glows in the shallow yellow streetlight. And we're silent. We're too silent. We both know that the talk is coming. He sits on the step above me, playing with my hair. And then shivers start to pass through my body, igniting 1,000 goosebumps. And I feel us breathing together. And then my brain starts buzzing. No, he's a nice guy. You don't do nice guys. But my heart is just racing, and that irresistible pull is tugging and tugging and tugging. And as I turn my face towards him, I think, if I kiss him now, will I ever get him off my back? And he pulls me close, and it is all sweet mouths and hot, salty necks. And I can hardly catch my breath. And just as I'm about to sigh, "Just give me 1 minute to shave my legs." The nice guy puts his hands in his pockets, skips down the stairs past the dumpsters into the dark, and quietly murmurs, "I'm the happiest man in the world." And then he just disappeared. It was the sexiest night of my life. I still think about that nice guy, and I wonder what time he'll be getting home from work and what we're gonna eat for supper. Epilogue. Ironically, the nice guy confessed that he kissed me that night because he thought I was a bad girl. And he still does.